We are live. My name is Nicholas Earle, and welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm joined here by my brother Tim, and today we have a full MLB slate we're going over for this one for Sunday, August the 15th. Should be a nice full day of baseball, and then we have one football game tonight as well.
Should we go over the football game first because that one starts at 1 o'clock?
So does the baseball games.
So it's one football game. I think that we should start with that.
Oh, okay. We'll start with the football game then, and we'll go to the baseball games. So it should be a fun slate, though. Nevertheless, a little bit of a recap of what happened yesterday. First, I was overall 4-5 in baseball. I did not give out the what do you call it? What was our best bet yesterday? I forgot what was our best bet.
Miami over.
Okay, I didn't give out that one either. So, but looking at what happened yesterday for me, we cashed our best bet, the Miami over. That was a nice little casher. And then I had wins with Seattle plus 147. I didn't give it out as a video play because it was already like plus 125 by the time we got to the show. I did cash on Atlanta first 5 minus a half. We had them run line and our premium plays as well. Just so you guys know, we do have that little bit of a correlation thing there. I had the Oakland first 5 minus a half. That one cashed. And then all my other stuff did not cash. All first 5s. The first 5 run lines that didn't cash for me yesterday were Kansas City, San Diego, which we'll talk about that in a second, Cincinnati and San Francisco, and then I had LA Angels first 5 at plus 175. And they were up 2-0, and then they gave up 3 runs. But yeah, one thing I wanted to touch on is Tyler Gilbert. How about that last night?
That was
your
cool.
First major league start, and you throw a no-hitter. That's pretty good. That's not gonna lie, that's probably really nice. But yeah, I just want to mention that real quick, and then we're going to head into our games here today. It should be a fun one. How was your day yesterday?
It was actually really good. Another day where I was up almost 4 units at the end of the day. So another profitable day. Not to mention our baseball plays went 3-0 for the second straight day over at Picks and Parleys. So I know a little bit of a plug there, but another really solid day there as well. So if anybody's been following us over there, we're really starting to move up those leaderboards. And yeah, overall, it was just a really good day. Looking back at it, I had the over in that Boston game. Safe to say that one cashed. 16-2 Boston. Our best bet was that Miami game, which it took a 5-run 8th inning to cash. Nonetheless, it did. Really happy that it did. Also had the Cardinals yesterday, so another win. They look for the sweep today. Another one of our premium plays was that Twins-Rays game over. Hit on that one yesterday. Unfortunately, the White Sox played with my heart a little bit. They decided, you know what, we're going to be down 4-3. Jose Abreu's going to hit a 2-run home run in the bottom of the ninth, and then we'll just let up 3 runs in the top of the ninth and end up losing the game. Whatever. Not a big deal there. And then I also had the over in that Seattle game. Seattle covered it by themselves. So overall, really good day there. It wasn't as good on the NFL side. Go ahead and bring that up real quick. Let's see. Yesterday, I had the under in the Broncos game. That is the only game yesterday that went over. We had the Jacksonville Jaguars. I had them -3. That was also my last Woody pick, and they went and did absolutely nothing yesterday. Had the Ravens -2.5. Cashed that one. Had the under in the Jets game. Cashed that. Houston Texans with a little bit of plus money cashing. Had the loss in the over for that Raiders game, but at the end of the night, we cashed the Chargers bet when they won 13-6. So overall, yesterday, out of all my picks, I think I went 8-5. I was up almost 4 units. So overall, cannot complain at all. Really happy with yesterday. I'm ready to make it 3 straight winning days.
Yeah, I forgot to mention my football yesterday. I went 4-2 in football yesterday. My only losers were Jacksonville and Minnesota, and then I had Baltimore, the Jets, the Raiders, and the Chargers. So 4-2 overall yesterday. Had a nice little day. Didn't lose too much on Jacksonville because I did beat a nice little line movement. I got the -120 earlier in the week, so I didn't really have to pay the -150 on that. So that was kind of nice, but it is what it is. I went 4-2 in football yesterday.
Sounds good. Let's go say hi to the chat real quick, and then we can jump into some the football games and baseball. And I do want to mention another thing with the chat. Top of the morning to Reek. Morning, Tiffany. How you doing? What's up, boys? What's up, Ben? How you doing? What's up, Sam Anderson? Really excited. Tonight. Sam Anderson reminded me. We have the Counter-Strike show tonight around 9:00 p.m. We'll be going over day 1 of ESL Pro League. Super hyped about that one. I should have one of my buddies from my Counter-Strike group chat joining me for that stream, so should be good. Give WNBA picks. Sounds good. Hold on. I will say we do have 3 plays up on picks and parlays. Do not buy them because I'm about to give you all 3 of them. Ready? Just because there's 10 of you guys in the chat right now, I'll give you it now. We like the Fever +5, Liberty +5, and Mystics +11.5 today. Those are our 3 WNBA plays. You're welcome. What's up, gents? What's up, Francisco? Gave you the thumbs up. Hell yeah. Today's favorites. We'll be going over all of our plays as we go along. We type them into the scroller as we go on. So just stay tuned and we'll go over all that. I think I'm in your drawing.
I can check that real quick.
I believe you are. You comment on all of
our
stuff.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think we have – how many comments do we have on that video?
30. 3 of them are from Francisco, so you're good.
Yeah, I think we have 30 comments, which a couple people commented a couple times. So I think we have about 20 people in that giveaway. If you guys have not joined it, I'll tell you guys real quick. Go into that first link in the description, click on the video, and literally just comment anything. That will put you guys in the drawing for the 3 months of premium plays from Picks and Parleys, around $1,000 value. Me and Nick have been hot lately, so you guys are going to want to jump on that. I think we've had 2 straight perfect MLB days, so just stay tuned, wait for that. That'll be we might do that like at the end of the stream on Wednesday or something, or
it's going to be a separate stream.
It's going to be a separate stream. All right, we'll do that sometime on Wednesday. We'll let you guys know as we get closer. ESL Pro League boys, can't wait the site you recommend to work for my what site? I use sportsbetting.ag. That's my thing for all of them. Fever, Liberty, Mystic, all plus money. Yes, they're all plus money. Well, they're all plus points, all plus money. Yes. Give the thumbs up. Hell yeah. All right, we're gonna switch up the order a little bit. We're gonna start off with football, and then we'll move from there. Next.
Sounds good. We're going to kick it on off here with the Indianapolis Colts hosting the Carolina Panthers in this one. You can get the Colts here for, I believe, a -3. Yeah, -3, -155 on the money line. On the other side, the Panthers are +135 in this game, a total of 33.5 in this game. Where are you looking at to kick off this one, Tim?
Oh, well, can you go over first?
Yeah, my bad.
You have all the quarterbacks.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Looking at this matchup here, Carolina, Sam Darnold, I'm expecting to play a little bit, and then XFL star PJ Walker, and then Will Greer. And then on the other side, the Colts will have Easton, Ellinger, and Hundley. And I'm kind of leaning towards the Colts in this one, but I'm going under 33.5 in this game. We saw 13 out of 15 games went under.
Yes.
The other yesterday, which is kind of crazy.
Well, week 1 in general.
Which is kind of crazy with the amount of unders. So, yeah, I'm going with the under in this one. And I also lean towards the Colts in this one because Easton and Ellinger are going to be 2 players going to be fighting for that starting role now that Carson Wentz went down indefinitely. And this is going to be an interesting battle to see who can get the starting job. It's most likely going to be Easton. But Ellinger, the rookie out of Texas, is not a bad option as well. So, yeah, I'm going to be leaning towards the Colts in this one, but under 33.5 is where I'm going in this game.
Yeah, I'm in the similar spot. After yesterday, throughout the first 15 preseason games that we've seen, if you guys played a little bit of a teaser on all the games towards the under, or
cash a nice bet.
you would have been able to cash all 15 of them. Some of them went barely over. The Denver one went barely over. I don't know if that would have been actually the case with that Philadelphia-Pittsburgh game, 24-6. No, that wouldn't have. No, if you played a 6-point teaser, it would have cashed. Yeah. But yeah, there's been a lot of unders, and the main reason for that is you're getting
half the teams not playing their starters.
Yeah, you're not getting any starters, and that's the big thing. So offenses have just not been there, and we're probably not going to see much offenses coming up. We're going to see a little bit more than we did week 1 next week. So we will go over all that stuff. Most likely week 3, we won't be doing anything because that's just a whole bunch of practice squad and people that are going to get cut. That's the people who are really going to be playing week 3. But for this game, yeah, I'm going under. We've seen 13 out of 15 games go under this year so far in the preseason, and I'm expecting the exact same thing today.
Cool.
So there's our football. I heard unders are popular in preseason football. Yes, 100%. 13 out of 15 games have gone under so far. But that's all for football. There's only one game today, and it starts at 1, so I figured we'd go over that because I know a lot of people are interested in football. Now we'll go ahead and go over to the baseball side and break down this complete slate.
Yeah, we'll kick it on off here with the Cincinnati Reds here at the Philadelphia Phillies. Sonny Gray, Aaron Nola, the pitching matchup for this one. Minus 129 or minus 130-ish for the Phillies, plus 120 run back on these Reds. A total of 8 in this game. Sonny Gray, Aaron Nola, the pitching matchup, 4-6. Sonny Gray with a 4.40 ERA, a 1.38 WHIP, 86 innings pitched, 111 strikeouts, and 34 walks. On the other side, Aaron Nola is 7-6 with a 4.35 ERA, a 1.14 WHIP, 130 in the third innings pitched, 159 strikeouts, and 28 walks. And for me, looking at this game, it's two teams that are playing good baseball coming into this one, but the pitching advantage is 100% on the side of the Phillies. And the lineup advantage, it's about even, I would want to say. And I think that this Phillies team should be able to hit off of Sonny Gray today. So I'm going with the Philadelphia Phillies here in the first 5 innings, minus the half a run at plus 105, getting a nice little bit of a plus money tag on these Phillies today on that line. I think there's definite value on that spot. So to kick off the slate here, I'm going Phillies, Reds, first 5, minus half a run. Phillies against the Reds, first 5, minus half a run at plus 105.
Yeah, I mean, I have a semi-similar approach to you, but just not quite there. I'm going under in this game. We get Sonny Gray and Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola's been pretty solid lately. And I just think we're getting a good pitching matchup in this one. It's a 8.5. I think that this one's going to be a closer scoring game. So overall, it's an 8. I went under. These offenses have been struggling. Phillies offense has been they've been going under a lot more lately than they normally do. And I think it's just going to go under again today. We're getting Nola and Gray, who have both been pitching a little bit better as of late, and two offenses that aren't entirely there. So let's go with the under in today's Philly and Cincinnati game. Plus, if you look at Sunday games, they normally start to tend towards the under, especially the early games. So I'm grabbing the under in this Cincinnati and Philadelphia game. Brain fart for a minute. Why are you laughing?
No, I'll look at the comments real quick. What video do we comment on for the giveaway? There's the link right there. Brendan Beers, gentlemen, good day. Let's make so much money that others wonder why we don't have a boat.
Wait, you don't have a boat?
I'm on a boat, yeah. All right, we'll move on to the next game here. The Atlanta Braves are at the Washington Nationals in this one. Minus 145 for the Braves. It's a plus 135 for the Nationals. A total of 9.5 runs in this game. Drew Smiley, Paulo Espino for this matchup here. What are you looking at for this game?
Well, I did a free pick video on this one last night. And if you guys saw that, I went over 9.5 in this game. We're getting two pitchers that I'm not necessarily too scared of. Drew Smiley, who hasn't been pitching quite solid lately, I will say that. But I mistyped this. Hold on. Yoink. There we go. Yeah, Drew Smiley's been pitching decent lately, but the big thing is these Atlanta bats have really coming up and starting to hit a lot better. Duvall was a really nice pickup for the Braves. Albies has been hitting, and I think you're going to get a nice over in this one. They're where is it? Yeah, 6-4 to the over for Atlanta, 7-3 to the over for the Nationals. I think we get a solid over game. Washington Espino, he's been all right at best, and this Washington bullpen will do us a lot of favors. So going over in this Atlanta-Washington game as our second bet, MLB bet of the day.
Yeah, Brandon, do you ever think of that? Some of us only have a boat, so driving to work is a difficult task.
You know what?
I gotta have some consideration there.
You know what? That's the first time I thought about that.
All right. Looking at this matchup for me, looking at Drew Smiley here, 8-3 with a 4.41 ERA, 1.36 WHIP, 102 innings pitched, 92 strikeouts, and 37 walks. Much better than what we were expecting heading into the season. On the other side, Paulo Espino, 3-3 with a 3.74 ERA, a 1.11 WHIP, 67 and a third innings pitched, 49 strikeouts, and 12 walks. And this Washington team has really given up. They're 1-9 in their last 6 games. Or 1-9 in their last 10 games. They lost 6. They've lost 6 in a row. Atlanta's won 8 of their last 10 games, going for the sweep against the Nationals today. And I think that's exactly what they do in this matchup here. I'm going with the Atlanta Braves here. First 5 innings minus the half a run. And that line right now is a minus 105. I think the Atlanta Braves get the job done. They take care of business here against a struggling national team, and they get the win for today.
Oh yeah, I would definitely lean towards Atlanta. It's just the lines on them is it's a minus 146. Ooh, and you can get the run line for Atlanta even money.
I don't hate that either.
I'm gonna bet that real quick. I'm gonna add that to my thing. I just noticed it just clicked over to plus money, so I'm adding Atlanta run line at even money in my thing. Sounds good. We'll go ahead and move on.
Moving on here, we have the Milwaukee Brewers at the Pittsburgh Pirates in this matchup here. Eric Lauer takes on Dylan Peters, and this is Dylan Peters' first appearance so far of the season. He's 0-0 and all zeros down the line there. Eric Lauer 4-4 with a 3.50 ERA, a 1.24 WHIP, 69 and a third innings pitched, 67 strikeouts, and 26 walks. And look at this matchup. This is just a stay off for me. Milwaukee's been playing really good as of late. They've won 7 of their last 10 games, and they're going up against a struggling Pirates team that's lost 9 of their last 10. The sensible move would be just back the Brewers here, first 5, minus half of a run at minus 130, and move on with my day. And actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to place that bet. I'm just going to do it. We're going up against a Pittsburgh team with a pitcher that hasn't played at all this season. And Eric Lauer's not been as bad as we thought he was going to be. So I think this is a good move here. Fading a struggling Pirates team with a Brewers team that's playing really good baseball as of late. Milwaukee, first 5, minus half the run at minus 130 is where I'm going for this one.
Yeah, okay. And you probably shouldn't do this, but I just added to my card as well. I'm going to go over in this game. you're getting. Oh, what did I just do? I clicked enter. Okay, there we go. You're getting the Milwaukee Brewers, who have been hitting quite solid lately, going up against a pitcher that has not pitched in 2021. And I think that the Brewers are going to absolutely tag him up. It's only an 8.5. That's a really low line. It is a little bit juiced to the 8.5 at a -120. But I think that you're going to get a bunch of runs from either Milwaukee or Pittsburgh. And looking at it, you're getting it's not like you're getting one of the solid pitchers for the Milwaukee Brewers today. You're getting Lauer, who, yes, he's been solid, but he's not a Woodruff. He's not a Burns. He's not a Peralta. And I think that he's going to get tagged up a little bit today. 8.5 is too low. I think this ends up being like a 7-3 type game. So go ahead. I'm going to grab Milwaukee and Pittsburgh over the 8.5. I just added that to my card while Nick was talking, but I really do like that number.
Sounds good. We'll move on to this next game here. Chicago Cubs are taking on the Miami Marlins in this matchup. It is a -150 for the Marlins. It's a +140.
Can we skip that one real quick? That line was not up when I was typing, so the next one I have is the Baltimore-Boston game.
All right,
type it up real quick.
I was going to say, because I have a lot of action on that Miami game. We'll look at the Boston Red Sox hosting the Baltimore Orioles then. The Red Sox, a -290 on the money line here. It's a +258 for run back for these Orioles. A total of 10.5 in this game. Eduardo Rodriguez, Colby Aiken, the pitching matchup for this one. Aiken is 0-6 with a 8.23 ERA, a 1.79 WHIP, 54 2/3 innings pitched, 52 strikeouts, and 21 walks. On the other side, Rodriguez is 8-6 with a 5.24 ERA, a 1.38 WHIP, 110 innings pitched, 139 strikeouts, and 33 walks. A massive pitching advantage, a massive lineup advantage, and a massive overall advantage for these Boston Red Sox. They've been priced really high, though. But I still feel there's a little bit of value on this line here. I know it's feed me Eliza Hernandez, yes. But no, for this one, I'm going with the Boston Red Sox. First 5 -0.5 a run. It is a little bit juicy at -180. If you guys want to get involved on the Red Sox and don't want to lay the -180, the team total over 6.5, I think, is a halfway decent play as well. They should absolutely smoke these Baltimore Orioles today. I just don't lay 6.5s for team totals, but I do like the Red Sox here in the first 5 innings at -180.
That's a little bit too chalky for me. Yeah, I passed on this one. If anything, it would have been a lean back towards the over. The only thing that stopped me from pulling the trigger is that yesterday's over. It's not like it was a 6-5 game where it was a close one and both teams scored. No. Boston scored 16 runs, and normally after a humongous offensive explosion comes an under. So I decided to just lay off this one. I know it's Aikens and Rodriguez. It would be a definite lean towards the over, but I just didn't get to this one. It's just not a spot that that really shouted out that I need to bet it. If it was more of like a 6-5, 7-5 game yesterday where it went barely over, I'd be interested. Seeing that Red Sox put up over 2 touchdowns, no, I'm not interested in that one.
Sounds good. What's up, Lex Steele?
Supness.
Feed me Eliza Hernandez. And on that note, we'll look at the Chicago Cubs at the Miami Marlins here. -150 for these Marlins. It's a +140 for the Cubbies in this one. A total of 7.5 in this game. Where are you looking at for this one?
So the first game in this series, I went over, and it went way over. The second game in the series, it was our best bet. We went over, and it went over. So I'm going to take a little bit of a different approach, and I'm going to go over in this game. I don't think they learn, because these two pitchers are not aces. I don't understand why it's a 7.5 still, and it's juiced to the under. It was an 8 last. No, it was a 7.5 as we got it. Never mind. But it's not like you're getting good pitchers. You get Hernandez, who has barely pitched this year, 0-0 with a 3.68 ERA, and then Alec Mills, who is 5-4 with a 4.27 ERA. No, this one's going to go way over again. Miami has been hitting better. Chicago's been getting some runs, and these bullpens have been awful. We just saw yesterday in a 5-run 8th inning to help us push the over. You're going to get something similar to that today. I'm hoping that we don't have to sweat this one out. I'm hoping that the over hits in like the 3rd, 4th inning at this point. But I really love the over again in this one. So over for the Cubbies and the Miami game today.
Yeah. And as I mentioned before we went over this game the first time, I just typed in all my plays there. I have a lot of action on this one. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Alec Mills is 5-4 with a 4.27 ERA, a 1.41 WHIP, and 71 and 2/3 innings pitched, 53 strikeouts, and 22 walks. On the other side, Elijah Hernandez 0-0, a 3.68 ERA, a 0.68 WHIP, and 7 1/3 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts, no walks. And I love the Marlins in this spot. There is no reason why they should not be. They should not just complete the sweep over this Chicago Cub team that has gone 0-10 in their last 10 games. They have absolutely been struggling and basically given up. The Marlins are on a 3-game win streak right now, going for the sweep. I believe they do get it done. Also, I was looking, the Marlins have gone over in 8 of their last 10 games, 2 in a row. The Cubs have gone a 6-3-1 over-under in their last 10 games, over in 3 straight games. So, 3 plays in this game for me. I'm on the over 7.5. I'm on the Miami team total over 3.5. And I'm on the Miami Marlins first 5 minus half a run at minus 110. With Miami minus 2.5, definitely could be a look here. Adjusted run line, Miami minus 2.5 at plus 205. Can I mark that as a half unit play and put that up?
No.
Oh. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. That's definitely worth a look as well. The Miami Marlins should absolutely wipe the floor with the Chicago team. This Cubs team has been an embarrassment since the trade deadline. And, I don't trust Alec Mills. I don't trust any of the Cubbies here. Give me Miami all day, every day.
Sounds good. We'll go ahead and go down to this game for you.
Yeah, we're looking at the Cleveland Indians at the Detroit Lions in this one, a minus 120 for the Indians. It's a plus 110 for the Tigers.
Hey, try that again. I was about to say try that again. You said Cleveland Indians and Detroit Lions. You did.
Detroit Tigers.
I'm just messing with you, but
yeah, we have Tristan McKenzie taking on Hutchinson. That would be Drew Hutchinson in this matchup here. McKenzie is 1-5 this season with a 5.66 ERA, a 1.32 WHIP, 76 and a 3rd innings pitched, 88 strikeouts, and 46 walks. We have no stats on Hutchinson. This is his first appearance of the season. The total of 9 in this game. And looking at this matchup, I plain and simply stayed off. These are 2 teams that are just like just hovering along, basically looking for the season end. We have a bad pitcher versus a pitcher we haven't seen anything from this season. So I'm going to stay off of this game. Not going to get involved in it. No need to get involved in it.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat here. Indians versus Lions. I like it. Yes. Well, that means that Nick must think that the Detroit team is going to score a couple touchdowns today. Huh?
Maybe a field goal or 2.
No, I'm kidding. No, I passed on this one as well. If anything, it is definitely a lean towards the Tigers. I'm not really a big fan of McKenzie. Plus, Detroit hasn't been that bad. I think they had some type of statistic where they won like 13 out of 17 series or something in that nature. It's been on a little bit of a hot run for them. I think they take it. I think they would take it today. It would be a lean towards the Tigers. I didn't bet this one just because I would want there to be a little bit more value on the Tigers because I don't really know Hutchinson. He hasn't really done anything this year. So this one's a pass for me, but it'd be a lean towards the Tigers.
All right. Sounds good. We'll move on here to the next game then. Tampa Bay Rays are at the Minnesota Twins in this one. Minus 155 for the Rays, plus 143 run back on the Twins. Total of 10.5 in this game. Luis Patino versus Chris Barnes. What are you looking at for this game?
Well, I had the over for this one yesterday. This one's a pass for me again for me today. Just because it's a very similar situation to that Boston game. Minnesota put up 12 runs on Tampa Bay yesterday and covered the over by themselves, which is great because Tampa Bay scored absolutely nothing. But he pitched for the Jays this year.
Hutchinson?
I guess. You know what? That's right. He came over and trade deadline.
Yeah, my bad.
But yeah, this one's just a pass for me. If anything, it's right back to a lean towards the over. Except for it's not a 9.5 today. It's the 10.5. I just think that's a little bit high. So not really too interested in going after it. So this one's a pass for me. Well, what about you, Nick?
Yeah, looking at this matchup here, Luis Patino and Barnes. Patino is 2-3 this season with a 4.64 ERA, a 1.24 WHIP. 42 2/3 innings pitched, 46 strikeouts, and 15 walks. On the other side, Barnes is 0-2 with a 6.08 ERA, a 1.65 WHIP. In 13 1/3 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, and 5 walks. I'm staying off this game. I did not get involved in this one. It would be a lean towards the over, maybe a lean towards the team total for these Tampa Bay Rays. 5.5, though, at minus 125 is a little bit, I think, too juiced for this team. So personally staying off this game. I'm not going to try to force plays. I do have plays in the next couple of games, but this one is not one of those I have play on.
All right, you said you have a play in this one. What about this game, Nick?
Yeah, the New York Yankees at the Chicago White Sox, minus 173 now for the White Sox. It's a plus 159 for these Yankees. The total of 8.5 in this game. Nestor Cortez, Lucas Giolito, the pitching matchup here. And yes, I do like one play in this game, but looking at the pitchers here, Cortez is 0-1 with a 2.70 ERA, a 1.06 WHIP, 43 1/3 innings pitched, 46 strikeouts, and 13 walks. On the other side, Lucas Giolito, 9-8 this season, 3.81 ERA, a 1.10 WHIP, 137 innings pitched, 153 strikeouts, and 39 walks. And I believe that this Yankees team is going to get to Giolito a little bit today. I'm on the team total over 3.5. It's now at a minus 145. Now I got it at minus 130 earlier this morning, but I think the Yankees scored some runs here against Giolito, who hasn't looked particularly great this season at all, or as of late. He did go 1 earned run and 2 hits in his last start, 8 innings pitched, but previous to that, 6 earned runs and 4 innings pitched in his last start. He's a really hit or miss pitcher this year. And I think that the Yankees get some runs off of him today. Team total over 3.5 with the Yankees today against the White Sox.
Yeah, I like the first couple of games. I like the last 2 games. I like one game in between, which is our best bet. And then I have there's a lot of chunk of white there where there's no bet. Because I don't really like most of these middle games. And this one's very similar. If anything, it's a lean towards the over in this one. I think that the White Sox can hit against Cortez. I definitely think Lucas Giolito can get beat up because he has before. But it's not enough for me to want to go and bet it. And yeah, no, I'm passing on this game. Lean towards the over. Definite lean towards the White Sox. Was looking at that White Sox on the run line. I was going to bet it if they won last night to complete the sweep, but no sweep and no. I'm not interested in the game.
Yeah. Last night the Yankees team total 3.5 was plus 115.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my book doesn't come out with it until the morning. I want to join. I think it's Pinnacle that has first fives and team totals the night before. Sometimes you gotta just pass. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I passed on today. I got the other line earlier at a minus 130. Chicago White Sox for the win. I think the Yankees will regress today. That's fine.
I think the Yankees will end up regressing the rest of the season. Like they'll regress down to being a 4th place team. I
don't think that far.
Where they should be. But But what else? I always forgot that you said. Yeah. His favorite numbers don't come out until the next day. We'll go up to this one.
Yeah, we had the St. Louis Cardinals at the Kansas City Royals in this one. And this is our best bet over on Picks and Parleys. If you guys want to check that out, link to that is in the description of the video down below. We'll move on to the next game here. The Oakland Athletics. I can't trust the White Sox bullpen these days.
Yeah, Liam Hendricks has been shaky. That's a little bit concerning. And Krimble got hit last night too, so that's a little bit concerning.
Yeah. We'll move on to our next game though. Oakland Athletics at the Texas Rangers. Minus 227 for the Athletics, plus 205 for the Rangers. A total of 8.5 in this game. And Sean Manaea and Colby Allard, the pitching matchup for this one. Manaea 8-7 with a 3.43 ERA, a 1.21 WHIP, 128 2/3 innings pitched, 143 strikeouts and 32 walks. On the other side, Allard's 2-10 with a 4.93 ERA, 1.20 WHIP, 87 2/3 innings pitched, 77 strikeouts and 18 walks. And looking at this matchup here, I did a free pick video on this game last night, and I'm sticking with what I gave out last night here. I'm going team total over 5.5 with the Oakland Athletics in this game, and it's at plus 105. The Athletics should absolutely be able to mash off of Colby Allard with all their good righties in the lineup. There should be a nice spot here for these Oakland Athletics. Give me the team total over 5.5 for this one.
Choke Lamb Pathetics. Yeah, I really want to go over on this game. But this is another one that I just didn't want to get to. Allard, 2-10 this year with a 4.93 ERA. Has not been good. I have no doubt that the Athletics will help me get some runs. I just don't trust the Rangers to help me push the over. They have gone over their last 2 games, I believe, that they've played. 8-3 yesterday and 8-6. So Rangers are scoring. It's just against Sean Manaea. That's just a little bit of a big question mark for me. I laid off of it. Might go after it later, but this one's going to be another pass for me.
All right, then we will move on to our next game here where we have the San Francisco Giants.
We use sportsbetting.ag. It's an offshore book because sports betting is not legal in North Carolina.
All right, we'll move on here. Colorado Rockies are at the San Francisco Giants in this matchup here. John Gray takes on Alex Wood in this one. Minus 195 here for these Giants to plus 180 for the Rockies. Where are you looking at for this game?
It's a lean towards the under. Once again, I think I have bets on the last 2 games of the night, and that's the remainder of my bets. I just don't really like today's card that much. There wasn't really much value spots for me besides the first couple games and then the last couple games. It's definitely a lean towards the under. John Gray has been the best pitcher for the Rockies this year, and he's 7-8 with a 3.85 ERA. Wood on the other side, 9-3 with 4.22. Another solid pitcher there. And these 2 teams have been going under a little bit lately. Colorado, 5-5 to the under, 4-5-1 to the under for San Francisco. So it'd be a lean to there, especially in San Francisco, which is a pitcher's park. But once again, not something I'm interested in. Lines are way too blown out, and you're going to see that a lot with the rest of the year with some of these teams. Like anytime you're seeing the Rockies, the Diamondbacks, the Angels, the Rangers, any of the teams that have given up, you're going to see super inflated lines. Like today, San Francisco is a minus 203. So no, sorry, nothing I'm interested in, and I'm passing on this one. And dying.
Yeah, looking at this matchup here for me, I was just trying to check to see a certain stat here. Yeah, I got the stat now. Looking at the pitchers here, John Gray is 7-8 with a 3.85 ERA, 1.26 WHIP, 114 2/3 innings pitched, 110 strikeouts, and 46 walks. On the other side, Alex Wood 9-3 with a 4.22 ERA, 1.22 WHIP, 108 and 2/3 innings pitched, 115 strikeouts, and 34 walks. And I was just looking up a little bit of a stat here. You know how many times the Colorado Rockies have won back-to-back road games? Which was what they're trying to do today. They've done it twice.
Oh, really?
Both times were in Petco Park.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So the only time that these Rockies were able to win back-to-back road games were in San Diego, and I don't see them doing that today with the Giants. The Giants have been playing good baseball as of late. They did lose yesterday, but they've won 8 of their last 10 games. I'm going with the Giants here in the first 5 innings, minus the half a run at minus 125. This is a spot where the Giants should take care of business in this one, and what happened last night shouldn't happen again tonight. Give me the Giants here. First 5 minus half the run at minus 125 in this game.
Sounds good. We'll go ahead and move on to this beauty of a game.
Yeah, we have the Houston Astros and the LA Angels in this one. Astros a minus 186. It's a plus 171 the other way with the Angels. Total of 9 in this game. Lance McCullers Jr. takes on Reed Detmers. I was looking up the name for that one here. Where are you looking at for this matchup?
This will actually be the last game I pass on. I actually just put a bet in for the next game that we're going to go over. And I'm just not – there's another one where it's way too inflated, and I really don't have a feel on the total. You got McCullers on the mound for Houston, he's been good this year. He's a 9-3 with a 3.22. On the other side, you get Reed Detmers, which I believe he was a draft pick in last year's MLB draft, and I think he's just up way too early. 10th, first overall, first round, 10th overall pick in the 2020 draft was Reed Detmers. I just think he's up way too fast. It is good to get him a little bit of real major league experience when they know that they're not going to be a good team. So I guess it's a good way to get him up, but he's going to get tagged up. Houston should win this game easily. I just don't know if they're going to be able to hit and explode for offense like we expect them to, or if they're just going to score 3 runs and shut out the Angels today and it just goes way under. So not interested in this game for me. It's just way too wide of lines at a minus 186 and then a minus 127 run line. So nothing I'm interested in this one.
Yeah, there is something I'm interested in this one here. And stop me if you heard this one before so far this stream. But looking at the pitching matchup first before I give out my play, Lance McCullers is 9-3 with a 3.22 ERA, a 1.26 WHIP, 109 innings pitched, 128 strikeouts, and 54 walks. Reed Detmers 0-2, a 10.61 ERA, a 1.82 WHIP, granted 9 1/3 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, and 4 walks. I'm really liking some of these favorites today a lot, and Houston is another one of those. I'm going with the Houston Astros here in the first 5 innings, minus the half a run at minus 130. This is the best way to be backing favorites right now, which are cashing at a really good rate. And the Astros should absolutely take care of business here and complete the sweep versus the LA Angels. I don't hate the full game run line as well. That's a minus 127. The Astros should absolutely take care of business here against the Angels, who have, I thought, had a chance to win the first 5 yesterday. They were up 2-0. They gave up 3 runs. I didn't catch that ticket. But I do like the Astros today, first 5 minus half a run here. I like the Astros to win by at least 2 runs. Who needs defense when you play like the Nets and try to outscore teams to death? Yeah, that lineup that Houston trots out there every single day
is quite deadly, yeah. I agree with that one. The big thing is that I'm not laying a minus 186 with them, and I'm not laying the minus 127 on the run line.
Yeah.
So it's just there's no value on that. If anything, it's a lean towards the over, but we could very well easily see the Houston Astros win 3-0, and that's it. So no, I'm not interested in that.
Yeah. Snap, you're in the Kakalakis.
Yep.
You went to that's App State, right?
Yeah.
And you used to live in the Queen City, Charlotte. Yeah, we're in Greenville. Where I go to UCU.
Go Pirates.
Yeah, Sam Anderson said wouldn't take the over. Rangers could have put up 6 or 0 runs, spin the wheel.
Yep. No, I realize that one.
And that's why I went with the Oakland team total rather than the full game or the full game over. But we have 3 games remaining in this one. San Diego Padres at the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks going for the sweep. Did I read that right? They're going for the sweep of the San Diego Padres here in this one. Cody Stamen, Zach Gallen, your pitching matchup for this one. The Padres are still minus 150. It's around a plus 140 run back on these Arizona Diamondbacks. What are you looking at for this game?
There's no way the Diamondbacks sweep there's no way the Padres get swept. They do. They do get swept today. Zach Gallen is going to have a solid game. Stamen has not particularly been that good. He's been part of the back part of that rotation that has not pitched all that well. He can get hit hard. And the big thing for me, San Diego's offense has gone quiet. Don't know what happened with them. I'm going Arizona today. I'm getting Arizona to finish off the sweep. I got them at plus 138. I decided to just pull the trigger. I was looking at the first 5, but first 5 was only a plus 115. So a lot more better value on that full game at plus 130. But I got to go Arizona. They finished the sweep. They got the no-hitter yesterday. They're excited. They got momentum. They go right into today's game and finish off the sweep against the San Diego Padres, who are in a tailspin. They've lost 3 straight games. After today, I'm hoping it's 4. And the Cincinnati team is catching up to San Diego. As I said.
I think the biggest part of that whole takeaway I got from you here is, were you looking at a first 5, Mr. I never want to look at first 5s, was looking at a first 5?
The only reason why I would consider it is if we go to statistics and go to bullpen ERAs, I believe Arizona is the worst in the league.
Oh, so you're trying to fade bullpens like I keep saying with playing first 5s.
I would only try to do that in a scenario that really helps me out for it. Hold on. And this is an extreme case. Because Arizona has the second worst bullpen in the league. The only one that's worse is Baltimore. On the flip side, the only bullpen with an under 3 ERA this year is the San Diego Padres. So that's an extreme case. But no, I went Arizona full game. I think that's the better spot for it.
Yeah, looking at this pitching matchup for me here, Cody Stamen 5-3 with a 3.31 ERA at 1.12 WHIP, 65 in a third innings pitch, 66 strikeouts, and 9 walks. On the other side, Zach Gallen 1-9 with a 4.87 ERA at 1.35 WHIP, 68 in third innings pitch, 82 strikeouts, and 13 walks. And yeah, I'd probably have to agree with Tim here with looking at the Arizona side. There's no value on that first 5, though. I personally stayed off of this game. I see no reason to force a play in this game. I definitely lean towards Arizona to complete the sweep, but we all know that this Padres team is definitely capable of being able to take a game against Arizona. So I'm just going to pass on this game. I actually only have one more play left in this card because I have a lot of plays today, but I only have one in the last 2 games here. So we'll move on here to the next matchup here. The Toronto Blue Jays are at the Seattle Mariners in this one. San Diego is going to win this game. Mark my words. Hey, I wouldn't doubt it.
We're just saying that there's value on Arizona, and Arizona's going for the sweep, so why not?
Yeah. We have the Toronto Blue Jays are now a minus 110. It's a plus 100 the other way with the Mariners. A total of 8.5 in this game. Logan Gilbert, Steven Matz, the pitching matchup for this one. Steven Matz this year, there we go. 9-7 with a 4.28 ERA, 1.40 WHIP, 101 innings pitched, 104 strikeouts, and 29 walks. On the other side, Logan Gilbert 5-3 with a 4.05 ERA, a 1.08 WHIP, 73 and a third innings pitched, 84 strikeouts, and 18 walks. I was looking at the Mariners last night when they were a plus 120, plus 125. Not at even money though. People say that about the first 2 games. Don't risk your money. No, 3 games. This would be a 3-game sweep. Or 4-game sweep for the Arizona Diamondbacks.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it would. Look it up. It was a 4-game series. They won like 10. They won 12-3. They had a 3-2 walk-off. They had the no-hitter. And now they have this game.
Shit.
Yeah, Diamondbacks are going for a 4-game sweep in that one.
Wow. Yeah, my bad. My bad.
Yeah, but looking at Toronto and Seattle, I'm staying off this game. They made me some money last night, and they made me money the game before. I just don't see any value on this one here. Trying to chase them at a pick 'em here. You think the Mariners can catch the A's and Stros?
That's a little bit of
so.
The only thing that's a little bit of a stretch. I think that if anything, Seattle can catch Boston.
Yes.
That I'll say, and
they're 5.5 games behind for that.
But you gotta keep in mind looking. Well, I just want to take a quick look at Seattle real quick.
Yeah, we have time.
For their scheduling for the rest of the year, if we wanted to say, do they have a shot? They 100% have a shot to catch up to them.
They're 4.5 out for the wild card.
They're 4.5 out for the wild card, 6.5 out for the division, correct?
Yes. And keep in mind, the teams above them in the wild card are the Red Sox, Blue Jays, and Yankees, which those 3 teams will probably beat up on each other for a good majority of the season. And how many games did the Mariners play either the Rangers or the Angels?
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to look at the division real quick. The Seattle Mariners have they have 3 against Houston next weekend.
Ooh.
And then right after that, 2 against Oakland.
Ooh.
The following week, 30-31-1 for September, or 30-31 in August, 1 in September. We'll have a Houston series. Then they get 3 against Arizona, 3 back against Houston, 3 against Arizona again. They get Boston that they get to try to catch up. Yeah. And they get Oakland for another, at least they get Oakland for 7 games in September, along with Kansas City and LA for 3 each in that month.
So you're telling me
they finish with LA.
You're telling me the Mariners have their destiny in their own hands if they can go out and take they have 10 games against the Astros. So if they can go out and take 6-7 of them and look a little bit better in that race, and
they still have 10 games against Oakland.
And they got 7 against Arizona or 6 against Arizona.
7 against Arizona, 3 against Texas, 6 against Kansas City. Yeah, they definitely have a shot. They still, 100%. Mariners will make. I think the Mariners will make the playoffs. I think that's a little bit of a bold take, but looking at their strength of schedule, this is the same argument I have for the Cincinnati Reds. Is their strength of schedule is not all that bad. Yes, they get to face Houston and Oakland, which gives them a lot of opportunity. If they can go over 500 in those games and then beat up on the crappy teams, I think that I think we have a conversation for it. Whether or not I don't think it will be division. If anything, I think they catch up the wild card because the 3 teams ahead of them for the wild card are all in the American League East and will be playing against each other a bunch with Boston, with Yankee, and Toronto.
Okay, and then hear me out. If you think the Mariners are able to take a decent amount of games from Houston and have a shot in this division, they're 40-1 to win the division right now. I think there's stupider bets out there.
Yeah, I do think there is stupider bets out there. I'm not saying that the Mariners will make the playoffs. I'm saying that their strength of schedule would help them to try to do it. That being said, I think Seattle takes the sweep today. I got it at a plus 110. It's plus 100 now. I don't mind that line as well. I'll give it out as a pick. I got to find where your name is. There it is. Seattle at even money today with Logan Gilbert on the mound, who is the second most profitable pitcher in baseball, only behind his teammate in Chris Flexen. The Seattle Mariners are 11-4 when Seattle starts. When Seattle is 11-4, when Gilbert starts, you're up over 10 units in that case. And I think Seattle takes it. There's nothing telling me that Toronto is going to win this game. pitching advantage 100% with Gilbert. Steven Matz has not looked that well lately. So I like Seattle in this matchup, taking them plus money, and I wouldn't mind that 40-1 shot at the division.
Yeah. What is your best 4 games? Honestly, all of our picks are scrolling. I don't have a best play really in my head. I like all these plays that I bet them, because if I bet them, I bet them for a reason.
Just pick out 4 of them from the thing that is crossing around and go ahead.
Lots of opportunity to catch up. Fingers crossed. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'd love to see Seattle. Yeah, we've been having this Seattle conversation all year, and he's saying Toronto will win. Okay, it's totally understandable. We're saying that there's value on Tim's saying there's value on the Mariners to sweep here.
Where is that? Is that the Sears? Is that the tower in Toronto? Somebody tells me that a picture in his picture is for Toronto. But we'll go ahead and move on to the final game of the day.
I don't know. That kind of looks like one of those towers from Star Wars and Camino. There's a little bit of a Star Wars nerd side of me there. But heading to our final game of the night, the New York Mets are hosting
CN Tower. Yes, I knew it was in Toronto. Okay. Yeah, that's in Toronto. I think. It's not the Space Needle. That's the CN Tower.
Okay, gotcha.
Sorry.
All right. Heading to our final game of the night, the LA Dodgers are at the New York Mets at 160 for the Dodgers, a plus 150 for the New York Mets, a total of 7.5 in this game. Max Scherzer takes on Carlos Carrasco in this matchup. Where are you looking at for this next one, or for this last game here?
I did a free pick video in this one, and I'm going under in this game, under the 7.5. It's at a minus the 106 on my book. Sorry, I just want to type it up. But we get Max Scherzer and Cookie Carrasco pitching in this game, and I think it's going to be another one of those games like we had last night. Max Scherzer has had a good career against the Mets. He's pitched really well against them, and on the other side, Cookie Carrasco, this will be the first time that the Dodgers really see him. Billy McKinney has a couple at bats against him. Max Muncy has 3 at bats. Albert Pujols has 6 at bats against him. Trey Turner has 3 at bats against him. I think Cookie Carrasco has a good game. I think he's able to maybe get his first win of the season, if that's crazy. Max Scherzer should have a good game as well. I think this will end up being a 2-1, 3-1 type game by the end of the game. So I really do like the under for Sunday Night Baseball.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. Here. I'm on the first 5 under in this game at 4. You guys could enter the Capitan. We're
not allowed to.
She wanted to have different people in there, and she didn't want us to take up 2 spots in the Capitan when other people in the morning wood chat were going to try to join that.
That's the big thing. Yeah. Plus, me and Nick are not eligible for the money, so we would just be taking up spots where other people can possibly be winning money. So unfortunately, we're not allowed to participate in that one. We're allowed to participate in Morningwood because that's something else. But seeing that this is a limited amount of spots, we just let everybody else play. We're not allowed in that contest because we're professional handicappers. So it's. I know that you would love to see how we stack up, but it's not a big deal. We would rather see everybody else be able to win and see how they do rather than us try to come in and play.
Yep. Yeah, but for me here, I'm on the first 5 under 4 runs at minus 120 in this game. Max Scherzer should be able to dominate the Mets once again today. And then Carlos Carrasco, I'm hoping will have a decent start and be able to help contribute to that first 5 under. So that's where I'm going for the final game here in this slate. We're going for the New York Mets and the LA Dodgers. First 5 under 4 runs. At minus 120.
Sounds good. That's the complete MLB baseball slate for today. Nice big 15-game slate. We have the NFL game in there as well. We'll go over and do a recap in just a minute. But before we do, a little bit of housekeeping. If you guys are new to the channel, once again, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate the support. First link in the description. If you guys have not entered that giveaway, it's quite easy to. Click that first link. It'll send you to the video. All you got to do is comment on that video, and you'll be entered into the giveaway where you can win 3 months of our premium plays for free. So just go, enter it. There's plenty of spots. We'll have as many people as we can get in there. I think there's around 20 to 25 people right now. Just to let you know, if you went and tried to buy 3 months of premium plays on picks and parlays, that's around $1,000. So plus during that time, you're going to be getting the plays from September 1st to December 1st, and you're going to get the playoffs for baseball World Series area, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NFL, college basketball, college football. You're going to get a lot of sports in there. So just jump in there, enter your name, or just comment something, and you can enter the giveaway. Also, check out the rest of the links in the description below with Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Discord, Picks and Parleys, and our premium plays all in the description below. And then Picks and Parleys, Craig at 10 a.m. every single day. Me and Nick at 11. Higgs is probably live right now. We'll send you over to him after the stream is done. 1:30 Morning Wood with Allie. No game time decision today because it's Sunday. We'll be back tomorrow. And I believe we'll get Detroit Lenny with us again for the first time since this whole COVID thing. Higgs is live. I'm going to copy the link for it. And then there shouldn't be anything else after that. Go ahead, check out all the people from the Picks and Parleys family. Picks and Parleys, Earle Sports Bets, and winning free picks. All of that. Just check them out. We just put the link to Higgs's stream in the chat. Let's go over a recap, and then we'll send it over to him. Today, I like the under in that Indianapolis game for football. And then for baseball, I like the under in the Philly game, the over in the Atlanta on the run line at even money. I like Milwaukee and Pittsburgh over. I like that Miami-Chicago game to go over as well. Taking the dog to sweep with Arizona, 4-game sweep possibility. Seattle and the under in the Mets game.
Yeah, I have quite the amount of action in this one. I'm going right back to the under in the Indianapolis and Carolina game. And then for baseball, Houston first 5 run line, Philadelphia first 5 run line, Atlanta first 5 run line, Boston first 5 run line, Oakland first 5 run line, and team total over. I forgot to put the first 5 run line for Oakland in the scroller, but that's an official play for me as well. The over in Chicago and Miami, the Yankees team total over, the first 5 under in the Mets, the team total over for Miami, the first 5 run line for Miami, Milwaukee first 5 run line, and the Giants first 5 run line as well. Got a lot of action on today's slate.
Yep, and one more thing before I send it over to Nick. And 9 o'clock tonight, be back here for the Counter-Strike Slate show. We got the first day of ESL Pro League Season 14. This tournament will last around a month, so you guys are going to want to make sure you guys come in here. I had a very, very profitable IEM Cologne. Yes, it was Cologne. Last time out, I believe I made almost 10 units that entire tournament. So come back tonight. We'll have the Counter-Strike slate. I think it's only 3 games because they're in group plays. And so 3 games tonight for tomorrow's slate. So go ahead. Make sure you guys join me for that stream at 9 o'clock p.m. tonight. Nick, I'll let you go ahead and finish out the stream.
Yeah, that's going to just about do it for this one. Well, thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we go live here on the ESB channel, which is every single day, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here by my brother Tim, and this has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Thank you guys, and good luck.